how are you offering me this? I'm unmarried. So he said, you know, it doesn't matter. For us, you're not married. It didn't matter to us. So we will help you as a single mom to raise the baby. Just don't go with him. So I just said, you know, I just can't do that. So the same thing, they were not pleased. Sometimes I had to hide from like my family to pray. Sometimes I had to, like in Ramadan, for example, my older brother would come in. Why Lucy's not eating? My mom was, oh, she's just not hungry. But I was fasting, right? So things like that, you know, waking up early in the morning to pray. And all of these things there were hardships. Avoiding the pork. Pork is a big thing in my country. Everything, most of everything has pork. So I had to, like, why you're not eating this? Why you're not drinking? Why, when we go to a family function, you don't want to have a, you know, glass of wine or a drink or something? And I always have to explain. And it's like, oh, come on, you know, he's not here. He's not going to say anything, or we're not going to say anything. Everything will be fine. So it was very hard because they didn't take it seriously. They just thought it was just something that was going to pass and then that's it. And my aunt one time, she told me that she saw a talk show and there was these Muslim girls and they were wearing long, like abaya and the cover. And then she told my mom, she's like, you know, next time we see Lucy, we're just going to see her like that, you know, like all covered and like submitted, you know. So it was not taken well. It took a long time and I guess a very strong will from us to make them, you know, think that this is for real, that this is something we are going to do. Christmas was very hard. We used to go visit my parents. Once I moved here, we used to visit them in Christmas time. And one Christmas, like I was telling you before, the youngest child is the one that places the baby Jesus. At that time, my older one was the little one. So my mom told me, you know, why don't Samiha puts the baby? I said, she can't. Why not? I said, because she can, because we're not Christians, because we're not Catholics, so we don't celebrate this, you know that. Yeah, but it's, you know, just as a symbol, please, just. I said, no, we're not going to do that. So these things were heartbreaking for my parents because they are, you know, all these traditions and we're breaking them. So it was not taken very good in the beginning. But once I moved here and my mom came within the first year, the first thing she asked me, I want to see your marriage license. That's what she asked me. I want to see that his word is there and that, you know, you're married, like legally married. So then I show her, okay. So now it was legal for them. That was okay now. So she came to check that everything that he had offered was there, that I was a free woman to go wherever I wanted to, and that I was not beaten up, and that we were living okay. And so, yeah, it was not taken very good in the beginning, yeah. What my parents liked the most when I became Muslim, like I said, I was a party girl. I used to go parties, and I used to go with my friends and with my cousins. And when you're 18 and you're working, you're kind of paying for yourself, you don't take account too much of what your parents are saying anymore, you know, you're stupid. And so I think what they liked the most was the fact that everything changed once I became Muslim and I was married, because I was not going partying anymore, so I was staying in the house and I was not drinking, and I was dedicated to my studies. So I changed, everything changed. I was more kind to them. My mouth got a filter, because I learned that your parents, whether Muslim or not, they're your parents, and you have to respect them. So that's one thing that really struck me, that I had been so disrespectful at times with my parents. So I think that all of those things towards my family, they embraced, they liked it. So that was something positive that came from it. One of my brothers was having issues with his wife, and his wife has said things to my mom. And she said to me, you can come to my house anytime. But I said, look, you are mistreating my mom. Coming to your house is like saying that what you're doing is okay. So I'm not coming to your house. Because my mom is my mom, and I have to respect her. So when I became Muslim, I was still back home, and I met only 2 families that were Muslim. One person from Morocco, he was married to a Mexican, and a Pakistani family. So they were very nice. They taught me religion. They taught me, how to, about Islam, the rules and everything. Everything changed when I moved to the U.S. And I learned from this Moroccan brother. He told me when he was teaching me, because he taught me some Arabic, so how to read the surahs and stuff like that. And he said to me, Lucy, never ever follow the Muslim. Always follow Quran and Sunnah. Because Muslims, we are all people. We are all humans and make mistakes. You never follow the Muslim, you follow the Quran and the Sunnah. When I moved to this country, I learned that was true. Because Islam is so diverse. There's people from all over the world that are Muslims and bring with them their culture. So that was one thing that I learned about Muslims, that you have to be open-minded to understand that culture, it comes with it, and it's hard for a lot of people to separate that, the culture and religion. In our case, as converts, we just learn to be Muslims. We have to leave our culture behind, because it's the same thing. Our culture is tied to the religion. So when we leave the religion, we leave the culture. So we're learning to, what I told my husband was, let's make of our family with the best thing of your culture, the best thing of my culture, and make it into a Muslim family. So that's, yeah, what I definitely thought that Islam is not what the news portrayed. Muslims are not what the news portrayed or movies portrayed. They always put them as the bad guys, or the illiterate ones, the ones that don't know anything or don't speak English or run gas stations, and that's not true. And when I came to the U.S., I found very smart people. I found a good community. Every community has its faults, but I learned that Islam is actually a peace religion, not a hateful religion. And that the God, Allah, is a good God. And it will give you so many chances before it gives you the bad point. My religion, my ex-religion wasn't like that. You do bad, that's bad. You do good, maybe, it might be good. But in Islam, Allah gives you so much chances to make it up, to ask for forgiveness. So yeah, I did learn that for me, everything changed. The sky got more blue for me. I remember we went to the beach at one point when I was just convert, and then I just realized how powerful Allah is and how wonderful He is with us. And when we were on the beach, we were looking at the sundown, and the waves were coming. And my husband told me a story. He said, you know that the sea asks Allah every day, can I take down everybody? You know, can I just move? Because, you know, what does this stop the sea from coming more than the seashore, right? Nothing.